Duluth, Georgia, welcome to the greatest show on dirt.
Today, the best drivers in the world
and the greatest fans in the world unite. With one goal, to win the championship.
Champions don't give up, and champions do not back down.
Because of you, Monster Jam is as big as it gets.
And we are about to take you on the ride of your life.
Duluth, are you ready for Monster Jam?
Duluth, it's time to get loud and sing it with me. This is Monster Jam.
The first competition of the night is JCB Racing. All 8 trucks have been seated into a racing bracket based on a random draw. All 8 competitors will race against a clock for the fastest time in order to get 8 points towards an overall event championship and hopefully be the JCB Racing winner. Monster Jam fans, are you ready for JCB Racing?
Our first competitor pulled to the line. Make some noise for Chelsea Van Cleve in Ringling Bailey Circuit. Chelsea Van Cleve here this weekend has been able to improve on her personal racing record, but still looking to get a 10-second racing pass. Right now could be her moment. Let's go green. The time for Chelsea Van Cleve in Ringling Bailey Circuit is a 10.317. Her fastest time here this weekend and your current time to beat. Our second competitor pulled to the line. Make some noise for Brandon Arthur in JCB Tigatron. Brandon Arthur and JCB Tigatron just last event had the 3rd fastest time out on the track, proving he is a force to be reckoned with in the JCB Racing competition. Let's go green. The time for Brandon Arthur and JCB Tigatron is 9.839. That makes Brandon Arthur just one of three of our competitors here this weekend in the 9-second club. 9-second racing passes. Next up, pull to that racing line. Put your hands together for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken with the 4th fastest racing time earlier a few hours ago. Definitely looking to take out JCB. Brandon Arthur, he'll have to pull up a 9-second racing pass faster than a 9.8. Let's go green. The time for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken is 11.172. JCB Gigatron Brandon Arthur still leads with the fastest time, 9.839. Next up, it's time to get loud for John Zimmer in Uproar. John Zimmer in Uproar, a seasoned Monster Jam veteran, able to tackle any track conditions. Watch on those corners. That third corner is proving to be the make or break moment here in the JCB Racing competition. Let's go green. The time for John Zimmer in Uproar is a 10.289. Personal improvement there for John Zimmer in Uproar against his previous racing time from earlier here today, but just not fast enough to knock out Brandon Arthur and JCB Tigatron. Next up, get loud for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. He's taken one JCB Racing win so far here this weekend, but had the second fastest time, one of three drivers to be in the 9-second club. He was able to pull off that 9-second racing pass earlier today. I know that John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity doesn't like second place. We'll see if he can make first. Let's go green. The time for John Zimmer Jr. into Terminal Velocity is at 10.223. Check it out on the Super Glue to the Action replay. Duluth, it's that final send over the finish line that just launches that Monster Jam truck a little too high. You can see that that's adding time. Normally, we love to see that big air, but here in racing, they need to stay low to that finish line. Time to get those Toro horns in the air for MJ Celorio in El Toro Loco. MJ Celorio in El Toro Loco was able to make it into the top 5, 5th place with the 5th fastest time earlier here tonight, but I know he's gunning for that fast pass. JCB Racing, let's go green. The time for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco is a 10.145. A few more 10-second passes than we've seen here. JCB Brandon Arthur still in the lead with the fastest time. Next up, make some noise for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. He was able to snag one of the JCB Racing wins so far here this weekend, just earlier today. He's hopefully got that track dialed in, looking to make 2 JCB Racing wins here in the Gas South Arena. Keep your eyes on those racing lights. Let's go green! The time for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur is a 10.898. Interesting, out on the track there, you see Mike's tactic in Excalibur was to stay close to that pod, stay tight in on that tricky third corner. We see that they're just not fast enough here today. One driver remains. Make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Duluth earlier here today, Matt Cody in Gravedigger was not able to compete in the JCB Racing competition, so he comes back with a vengeance, determined to make this racing pass his best of the weekend. Brandon Arthur and JCB Digatron currently in the lead. Only one driver stands in his way. Can he do it? Let's go green! The time for Matt Cody in a Gravedigger is a 9.179. Not only does that make Matt Cody in Gravedigger your JCB Racing winner, but Duluth, that's the fastest time of the weekend! Matt Cody in a Gravedigger takes the first 8 points of the competition with his fast lap time of a 9.179. That gives him the first place spot on the leaderboard and a win for Team Gravedigger. Matt Cody's proven he's got the fastest truck out on the track. Duluth, make some noise, your JCB Racing winner! Here in the Gas South Arena, Matt Cody makes this JCB Racing win number 2 right here in Duluth. He's hopping out of that black and green wrecking machine. And when he does, Duluth, I want you to let him hear it.
Congratulations to Matt Cody on a JCB Racing win. But Matt, you may have also heard Keaton say it. That was the fastest time of the weekend. Now, your competitors were having a very difficult time with this blue groove, this final turn here. How did you manage to get the fastest time going last like that?
Hey, it's Sunday night, Sunday fun day. I was just letting it all hang out today. It didn't matter. I had some unfortunate transmission issues earlier. I didn't even get to race, so, I didn't even get to have any racing, skills today. So I just wanted to come out and have some fun. When I'm having fun, you guys are having fun, and it'll show out here on the track. So we just put the pedal to the floor in the Gravedigger machine and was just gambling with some fate, and it paid off for us. What do you think?
It was amazing. Of course, like I said, the fastest time of the weekend. That creates so much momentum going forward to our next competition, the skills competition. Now, you have been doing some killer sky wheelies in freestyle. Are we going to see that from you, or are we going to maybe operate with the traction of the dirt?
No, skills, I hate to say it, but that's just where I kind of, I'm not the best at. But but I'm still learning every day, trying to have fun. Yes, I could go out here and take the easy route and do the big sky wheels like you said, and I'm sure the fans would love to see it, but I like to save that for freestyle when we can get really wild out here, because you don't want to, you know, sometimes them big sky wheels can mess the truck up. So we're going to save that for freestyle at the end. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to do like I did earlier. I had 2 great skills attempts. I'm going to put it on the front tires. I'm going to try to put it on the back tires, the side tires, whatever we can do. But, man, that's where you guys come into play. JudgesZone.com. Get your phones out. You guys get to be the judges. You guys get to decide the winner, and you guys get to decide what you want to see. So if you think we're doing something cool, slide that BKT tire all the way to the top. If we're not, maybe not quite a 0, but show us some love still. But we're here to have some fun, so you guys can have some fun. So Duluth, if you guys are having fun so far, let me hear you get loud.
Matt Cody and Gravedigger gets to leave this weekend feeling confident with the fastest time of the weekend. And not only that, but he currently leads the pack. He's now seated himself in that first place spot with a total of 8 points. You can see Brandon Arthur and JCB Gigatron with the second fastest time in second, and El Toro Loco, MJ Slorio in third. Now, as we move down that leaderboard, you can see exactly how the points accumulate. As we move on throughout the rest of the competitions, you guys are going to get to see exactly how these points add up, and more importantly, you'll be in charge as the official judges here for the next competition coming up. 8 points are on the line for the 2-wheel skills challenge, so have your smartphones ready because we'll be dependent on you. Coming up next is the second competition of today's event. That's a 2-wheel skills challenge where each driver will have 2 attempts and 2 attempts only to pull off their most impressive move. As the official judges take a look at the video board for the criteria we want you to keep in mind. We want to see each driver make 2 attempts, and it could be a combination of any of these moves down here. Stoppies, poppers, wheelies, and more. But Lindsay, this is the fans' first opportunity to have a say in who will win this competition.
It certainly is. This is your first opportunity to score right now. Make sure you guys are at judgeszone.com. You've got those cell phones out because there will not be a second to waste. As soon as you see these ribbon boards go red, just as they are right now, you guys will have that 20 seconds and that clock will start then. That code, you can see it on the board, DGA, but you can also scan to score right there on the video board. Now, Macho Jam fans, once you get there, don't forget to swipe up or down on the BKT tire and click submit. Here today, you get to make history. You get to decide our champion. So Duluth, it's Sunday Fun Day. Make some noise if you're ready for the skills competition.
Up first, they call him the Calamari Kid. Make some noise for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken.
Make some noise for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. And go ahead and score now. 20 seconds to get those scores locked in.
Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Check him out in the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. A great start to our 2-wheel skills competition. You see him pull off those maneuvers, almost looking like he's going for a combo on some of those moves. Waving to you fans now, but this is the first score that will set the bar for the rest of the competition. So make sure you've got your scores locked in. Like Lindsay said at judgeszone.com, I just got word. We have the official score. Let's check it out. The score for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken is... it's a 6.880, a solid score, and your current score to beat. Next to the track, it's his brother ready to go. Make some noise for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur.
Make some noise for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. Showing so much balance and precision there on those front two BKT tires, making it look easy behind the wheel, but it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you think. Go ahead to judgeszone.com, swipe all the way up on that BKT tire if you like what you saw.
Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur, a masterclass in control for you there up on two BKT tires, walking it through the competition, making it look easy out on the track. We saw two successful maneuvers put in for that attempt there for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. Up to you guys to lock in those scores. So let's check it out. The score for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur is... Check it out, Duluth in 8.003. We have a new leader. Next to the track, it's time to get loud for Chelsea Van Cleve in Ringling Bailey Circuit. She's got the best of luck with her sidekick, cheering her on the sidelines. Bailey's wishing Chelsea good luck. For Chelsea Van Cleve in Ringling Bailey Circuit. And it's time to score now. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Only 20 seconds to get those scores locked in. Chelsea Van Cleve in Ringling Bailey Circuit, going out there and doing what I know for her to do, which is to take some major risks. She's pulling it off. We saw some big air out by Chelsea Van Cleve in Ringling Bailey Circuit, and you all are locking in your scores. We have the official score locked in. Let's check it out. The score for Chelsea Van Cleve in Ringling Bailey Circuit is a solid score of 6.362. Right now, that's good enough for third place. Next to hit the track, make some noise for John Zimmer in Uproar.
Put your hands together for John Zimmer Sr. in Uproar. And scoring is now open. You guys have less than 20 seconds to swipe up or down on that BKT tire. Don't forget to hit submit.
John Zimmer in Uproar, proving that no condition can back him down from absolute mayhem and destruction. We know that a little body damage can sometimes help those scores move right on up. But Duluth, it's up to you. Here today, we have that official score locked in. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer in Uproar is... that's a 7.180 right now. That's good enough for second place. Next up in that black and green wrecking machine, make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Let's hear it for the black and green wrecking machine. It's Matt Cody in Gravedigger. And scoring is now open for Gravedigger. Get those scores locked in right now at judgeszone.com. That code is DGA. That is short for Duluth, Georgia.
Coming off of that JCB Racing win, Matt Cody and Gravedigger determined to keep up the momentum and take another 8 points, but he can't do it without your help. We saw him on that first attempt show exactly how much control he's got of that Monster Jam truck, and your scores are what will matter right now. We've got him locked in. Currently, that score to beat is held by Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur with a score of an 8.003. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is Duluth, that's an 8.706. We have a new leader. Next to hit the track, make some noise for Brandon Arthur in JCB Tigatron.
Let's hear it for Brandon Arthur in JCB Tigatron. Scoring is open. Go ahead and get those scores locked in right now. Here at Monster Jam, you get to be a part of history in scoring who wins this competition.
Brandon Arthur and JCB Tigatron did come in second to Gravedigger in the JCB Racing competition, so you know he does not want to have a repeat of that. We're about to find out if that's exactly what's going to happen. That score to beat right now is held by Matt Cody and a Gravedigger. He's got a score of an 8.706. The score for Brandon Arthur and JCB Tigatron is close, a solid score, but a 7.292 right now is good enough for third place. Monster Jam fans, we love to keep that chaos rolling, but before we can, we need your help. Those red safety hold seats that you see are off limits. That means no sitting, no standing, no belongings placed on them. Keep them clear, and that way we can keep everybody safe. That means more action, more noise, and more Monster Jam fun. Thanks for doing your part. Again, those red safety holds are off limits. Next up, get those Toro horns ready for MJ Salurio in El Toro Loco. Duluth, he's still got one attempt remaining. Duluth, he threw that steering wheel out the window.
Let's hear it for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Go ahead and get your scores in for the Crazy Bull. Go ahead, scan it to score right there on the video board.
MJ Solorio determined to make that two-wheel win his for the second time here this weekend. Absolutely electric here in the Gas South Arena as MJ Solorio just casually picks up that steering wheel. Check it out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Making it look easy. Well, Duluth, we've got the scores locked in. The score for Gravedigger is that current score to beat. Matt Cody holds it with an 8.706. The score for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco is Duluth a 9.126. We have a new leader. MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco just secured his spot in first place in this competition so far with a score of a 9.126. You can see Gravedigger Matt Cody currently in second with Excalibur in third. But with only one truck remaining, there's only one driver that stands in MJ Solorio's way of taking home that win. That one driver, you know him. It's time to get loud. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. Duluth, he's got one attempt remaining.
Put your hands together for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Showing you guys that those combo moves that he is so well known for, but was it enough to win here today? That is up to you. Let us know and score now.
With MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco currently in the lead here in the Gas South Arena so far, it's been John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity able to take the win 2 times here in this two-wheel skills challenge. El Toro Loco having taken 1 win. This competition really heats up this rivalry, and we have your scores locked in. That current score to beat is held by MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco. It's a score of a 9.126. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity is a solid score in 8.308. That puts him in 3rd place, which means Duluth, your winner of the two-wheel skills challenge is MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco walks away with the two-wheel win for the 2nd time here this weekend. He adds 8 points to his score. And more importantly, Duluth, you helped crown this champion. Make some noise for your two-wheel skills winner, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
You know, MJ, I'm starting to think that two-wheel skills winner and your name just happened to go together here, specifically in Duluth, Georgia. But what I think is so interesting is the fact that you've switched it up every time. It seems like you're sort of your own worst critic and, you know, honestly, your biggest competitor here, because you keep on going, you keep on adding a little bit to each combo move. Where does it end?
You know, yeah, I really am my biggest critic when it comes down to that kind of stuff. After watching Lil Zim over here come out with a few wins, honestly, he's been one of the biggest helps when it comes down to doing those combos. Him and I had a conversation earlier in the locker room in between events, and he was coaching me on about it. So I was actually able to get one and sit it on the tailgate there for you guys. That first one's always a good move for me. I love doing that one and being able to blow the smoke into the dirt. I'm sure you guys saw I didn't need that steering wheel for that second attempt. I threw that thing right out the window. But you know what? This has been absolutely amazing. I was saying it during trackside. 2 years ago, 2023, I made my Monster Jam debut right here in this arena. 2 years later, we're back. We're taking home competition wins. We're landing backflips. We're coming home with trophies. And it wouldn't be possible without each and every one of you guys coming out and spending your hard-earned money so we can come out here and live our dream.
Well, congratulations on your win. And of course, up next is the freestyle competition. And it'll be the very last competition here in Duluth, Georgia for Monster Jam for this series here. What can you expect from you?
That's what's so awesome here at Monster Jam. You never know what's going to happen when it comes down to it, especially Monster Jam Freestyle. It is the last freestyle competition of the weekend. That truck's already banged up. I'm not worried about fiberglass. My crew chief already told me to tear that thing up. So I promise you guys what, if this thing isn't upside down by the end of the night, I'm not happy. A toda mi gente, eso es para ustedes. Soy el único latino ese aquí en el fin de semana, representando a todos ustedes. A todos esos que tienen un sueño, yo empecé como todos ustedes. Yo ya lo logré, ustedes también lo pueden. So, Duluth, hang on tight. It's about to get a whole lot crazier. Let's have some fun, baby.
Duluth, make some noise for your winner, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
Check out that super glue glued to the action replay. MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco takes another competition win, and 8 more points is added to his score. Right here in the Gas South Arena, where just a few years ago he made his Monster Jam debut, he now climbs up to the 2nd place spot on the BKT overall event leaderboard. Remember, we're totaling these points to equal 1 winner. Gravedigger Matt Cody currently in 1st place with a total of 15 points. MJ Solorio right behind him in 2nd with 14. But a 2-way tie for 3rd between JCB Digatron and Terminal Velocity, and another 2-way tie for 5th place between Excalibur and Uproar. 1 more competition to go. That's 1 more opportunity for these drivers to hopefully be the one to win 8 points.
Duluth, Georgia, are you having a good time? Oh, come on, Georgia. I'm from this area. I want you guys to get loud. Let me know, are you having a good time? That is what I thought. Well, guess what? It is only going to get better here at Monster Jam. Right now, our freestyle motocross riders are on the track. They're warming up their bikes, and they are about to hit this ramp. Here we go. Make some noise. That was Nick Desmond. Coming to you from Florida, let's hear it for TJ Tiffany. Out of Florida, Cameron Sedova. And last but certainly not least, Josh Hedford. Now don't forget, as you're taking pictures and videos, to tag us at Monster Jam and use the hashtag Monster Jam across all of your social media platforms. One-handed sea crab out of Josh Hedford. Here we go. A rock solid out of TJ Tiffany. Now don't forget, the louder you get, the sicker the trick. An awesome cliffhanger there out of Josh Hedford. That is called a lazy boy. And a no-handed backflip. And another. Did you guys like the backflips? Well, you are in for quite a treat. You can tell right now our freestyle motocross riders are lining up here on the pod, and they are getting ready for the best trick competition. So there's more here right now, but here's the thing. We need your help. Make sure you guys get out those cell phones because you will be scoring here today as our riders fly from one side of the arena all the way to the other side to show you their very best trick. Now, they only have one attempt, and as soon as you see these ribbon boards go red, we need you to score then. Like I said, only 20 seconds to be able to score, so there's not a second to waste. That code is DGA, and of course, you can also scan to score on the video board as well. Monster Jam fans, are you ready for the best trick competition?
Up first, make some noise for your first rider, Nick Desmond. Nick Desmond is from Norfolk, Massachusetts. He's been riding with Monster Jam for 4 years, but he's been riding his entire life for a total of 19 years. And today, he's bringing you his best trick on his Yamaha YZ250.
Make some noise for Nick Desmond. Goes for a rock solid there. Started off solid here in the best trick competition. But let us know what you thought at judgeszone.com. Don't forget to scan the score right there or type in the code DGA. Once again, that is short for Duluth, Georgia.
Nick Desmond first to go in the best trick competition, and the bar has been set. So let's take a look at the scores and check it out. The score for Nick Desmond is... That's a 7.686. That is the score to beat. Up next, make some noise for TJ Tiffany. TJ Tiffany is from Orlando, Florida. He's an international stunt rider, and he's been a part of some of the highest grossing movies in America, such as Bad Boys for Life and Avengers Endgame. You might even catch him on this season of Outer Banks. Today, he's bringing you his best trick on his Kawasaki KX 450.
Some backflip action at a TJ Tiffany. Go ahead and scan right now. You can scan to score right there on the board. Not a second to waste. Here we go.
You see it perfectly on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. It always looks like these guys are in slow motion, peak air in the middle of the track. And we've got your scores locked in. Currently, that score to beat is held by Nick Desmond. It's a score of a 7.686. The score for TJ Tiffany is an 8.486. Duluth, you got yourselves a new leader. Next up, it's time to make some noise for your next rider, Cameron Sepulveda. Cameron Sepulveda is from Daytona, Florida, and he's bringing his talents to Monster Jam for the very first time this year. He's been riding 2.5 years freestyle motocross, and he is a 4-time best trick winner. He's bringing you his best trick right here in the Gas South Arena on his Yamaha YZ820.
Give it up for Cameron Sepulveda. Monster Jam fans, you have 20 seconds to score right now. That was not only a backflip, but a KOD backflip. One of the most difficult tricks to be able to accomplish.
Cameron Sepulveda, 4-time best trick winner, up against Josh Hedford, the only remaining rider. Another 4-time winner. We've got the scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score to beat right now is held by TJ Tiffany. It's an 8.486. The score for Cameron Sepulveda is Duluth. That's a 9.413. You got yourselves a new leader. One rider remains. Duluth, make some noise for Josh Hedford. Josh Hedford is from Asheville, North Carolina. He's competed in Nitro Circus and jumps in Europe. He's been riding with Monster Jam for 4 years. And today he's riding his Kawasaki 450.
Make some noise for Josh Hedford. And get those scores locked in for this backflip. Little variation there, though, standing completely straight. But let us know what you thought right now at judgeszone.com.
Josh Hedford here, last to go in the best trick competition, looking to knock out Cameron Sepulveda, who currently holds that top score. And we have your scores officially locked, so let's see who our winner is. Again, Cameron Sepulveda with that score to beat, a 9.413. The score for Josh Hedford is Duluth. That means your winner of the best trick competition for the 5th time, Cameron Sepulveda.
We will get to check in with him pretty soon for an interview. But first, Georgia, do you want some more? All right. Well, we got to give the people what they want. Our riders are going to go ahead and warm their bikes back up. And they're going to show you something really amazing here. Now, this is a little bit crazy, but hey, this is Monster Jam, and these guys are trained professionals. But let me tell you, you want to be on the edge of your seats. You're not going to want to blink. Have those cell phones out. Be ready to take pictures. Be ready to take videos. And of course, don't forget to tag us. All 4 riders are on the track. They're going to go back, to back, to back, to back. Here at Monster Jam, we call that a Monster Jam train. A very difficult trick to pull off. Trusting one another here, one after the next. But I don't know, I think I want to see it again. Do you guys want to see it again? All right, Georgia, then stomp those feet and let's get loud. Wow, these guys are really showing off for you here today. Those are some of the best tricks that I have seen here all weekend. I don't know, though. I think I want to see it one more time. If you want to see it one more time, let me hear you chant, one more time! One more time! Keep it going, Georgia! Give it up for Nick Desmond, TJ Tiffany, Cameron Sepulveda, and Josh Hedford. Your U.S. Freestyle Motocross riders. And in just a moment, we will get to hear from our best trick winner. Completely sweeping it here on Sunday Fun Day. Make some noise for Cameron Sepulveda. Now, one thing we know is that during a freestyle motocross, these guys are jumping up to 75 feet here in the air. There's so much technical ability that is at stake, so much practice that goes on behind the scenes. I know you've been really working to make sure that that trick was perfect here today. I think that's the best one you've had all weekend.
Yeah, I've been working all weekend for that one, and I think it slowly progressed as the weekend went along, and yeah, saved the best one for last night.
Well, these fans certainly liked it, of course, scoring you the highest amongst competitors that are a tough competition, but you can tell that there's camaraderie there. Do you guys talk to each other about what you're going to do?
A little bit. It's competitive, so sometimes we keep a little trick up our sleeve, but I typically like to keep it like an open book a little bit, and every now and then we might come out with a surprise.
Well, when it comes to that trick, I called it a KOD backflip, and can you talk to us about what makes that a specific backflip?
Yeah, so it's basically you're hanging off the dirt bike like monkey bars at the playground, and yeah, just hanging off the bike and then getting back to it before you land. And it's a super fun trick to do, and I love practicing it and still working on it to make it perfect for myself.
Well, these fans liked it for sure. Congratulations on your win. Macho Jam fans, make some noise for your best trick winner. You have reached the pinnacle of tonight's event. Make some noise, Georgia, for Monster Jam Freestyle. Make some noise for John Zimmer Sr. in Uproar. And go ahead and score now. This is your last opportunity to score our Monster Jam superstars, but your first opportunity here in freestyle.
Nothing like kicking off the last set freestyle here in Duluth with our Monster Jam veteran John Zimmer in uproar. A great example of a driver who's able to fill that entire time, take advantage of multiple obstacles out on the track and lay it down here in freestyle. We've got your scores locked in. Let's check it out. The score for John Zimmer in uproar is... That's a 7.160. That is the score to beat. Next to the track, make some noise for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur.
Let's hear it for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. And scoring is now open. Go ahead and get your scores in right now for that Excalibur Monster Jam truck.
Mike Pagliarulo here in Excalibur, tearing up the track in freestyle. Another driver who is able to fill that freestyle clock. We did see him take advantage of multiple obstacles. And one thing to keep in mind, too, is that freestyle flow, right? We see him making those decisions, hitting those obstacles, and we've got your scores officially locked in. The score for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur is... That's a 6.627, a score right now good enough for second place. Next to hit the track, make some noise for Brandon Arthur in JCB Tigatron.
Noise for Brandon Arthur, JCB Tigatron. And go ahead and get those scores locked in right now. There he is greeting you outside of that Monster Jam truck.
Some major air by Brandon Arthur and JCB Tigatron. We saw that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck soar, taking major air there in the freestyle competition. So let's see what you all thought of that run. That current score to be right now held by John Zimmer in Uproar. It's a score of a 7.160. The score for Brandon Arthur and JCB Tigatron is Duluth is 7.548. We have a new leader.
Monster Jam fans, it is time to play a game. I'm up here in the stands. Go on and tell our Georgia crowd what your name is.
Bruno.
Bruno, and how old are you?
9.
9 years old. Well, I have a special assignment for you here today. In front of everybody, we're going to do a helmet shuffle. So we'll take it to the video board. We're going to show you 3 helmets, and there's going to be a trophy under one of them. We're going to mix it up, and then you just have to tell us which one you think it's under. You think you can do that?
Yes.
All right. And of course, our Monster Jam fans can help us out. There it is. Right now, we're going to mix it up. All right, you're saying you think it's in the middle one right now. But we're going to mix it up one more time. All right, if you guys think it's 1, let me hear you. If you guys think it's 2, let me hear you. And if you think it's 3, let me hear you. All right, well, Bruno, what do you think it is?
1.
He thinks it's 1. Let's see if you're right. It wasn't under 2, it wasn't under 3, it was in fact under 1. Congratulations, Bruno. I'm not only going to give you this JCB Digatron hat, I'm also going to give you these Disney on Ice tickets. There's 4 tickets to jump in. That is here at the Gas South Arena at the end of September, and those tickets are selling out really quick. So make sure that you go online and get yours for Disney on Ice. Jump in. It'll be the first time it comes to Georgia. Monster Jam fans, get loud and give it up for Bruno.
The wait is over, Duluth. Disney on Ice presents Jump In. This is the only place where you can meet new characters from Moana 2 and Inside Out 2, Anxiety, along Frozen, Encanto, Toy Story, and more. That's happening right here in the Gas South Arena this month, September 25th through the 28th. Get your tickets now. Back to the freestyle action. Duluth, make some noise for your next competitor, Chelsea Van Cleve in Ringling Bailey Circuit. Duluth, I think she might be lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp.
Monster Jam fans, give it up for Chelsea Van Cleve, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Her first ever career backflip here. Go ahead and score now. You guys have just about 10 seconds left to get those scores locked in.
Monster Jam fans, Chelsea Van Cleve in Ringling Bailey Circuit, proving she is a fearless Monster Jam driver. You saw her hit that, which is relatively early in this young woman's career, hit that Monster Jam backflip. She launched that truck into the air, and you know what? That big risk can sometimes end up with a big reward. But that is up to you. Chelsea Van Cleve going for that risk, pushing that Ringling Bailey Circuit truck to the brink of destruction. She's back on all four wheels, and we are only seconds away from having those official scores locked in. We've got that current score to beat right now. It is held by Brandon Arthur in JCB Tigatron. Chelsea Van Cleve is up against a score to beat of a 7.548. The score for Chelsea Van Cleve in Ringling Bailey Circuit is... Duluth, an 8.469. We have a new leader.
Monster Jam fans, it is now time to play Finish the Lyric. And my girl Charlotte here is so sure that she's going to finish the lyric. She's already into this Disney on Ice goodie bag. And Charlotte, you've got your mom here as well. Do you think you can sing with me?
Yes.
Yes, all right, well, let's take it to the video board. I think you're gonna know this song. But Monster Jam fans, don't forget that you can help her out too. All right, DJ, let's play it.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
That is absolutely beautiful. Do you know this Frozen song?
Yes.
Let it go.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
That was absolutely amazing. You give me a high five. You are not only going to get to go home with this bubble wand, Charlotte, but you are going to go home with this entire bag of Disney on Ice goodies. Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Charlotte.
Duluth, it's time to get squiddy with it. Make some noise for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Getting squiddy with it here for the last freestyle of the series there for Nick Pagliarulo, leaving it all on the track. Go ahead and scan to score and swipe all the way up on that BKT tire if you like what you saw.
Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken, I think with the biggest air of the weekend right here in the Gas South Arena is the only place you can see a squid literally fly through the air of the arena. That big air and some major cool moves by Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Hopefully we'll get him that high score. Let's check it out because we got your scores locked in. That current score to beat right now held by Chelsea Van Cleve in Ringling Bailey Circuit. It's a score of an 8.469. The score for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken is a solid score, 7.826 right now. That is good enough for second place. Next up, your two-wheel skills winner. Make some noise for MJ Salurio in El Toro Loco. Scoring is open for MJ Salurio in El Toro Loco. You see those ribbon boards turned red. Duluth, you know what to do. Lock in your scores now at judgeszone.com. MJ Salurio proving himself to be a competitor to watch. Check it out on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. We see him not only fill that entire freestyle time, but we see him take advantage of those different obstacles out on the course. He was able to walk away with 2 freestyle wins so far here this weekend. I know MJ Salurio is looking for that number 3 for that final event right here, but the power lies in your hands with your smartphone at judgeszone.com. And we've got your official scores locked in. That current score to beat right now is still held by Chelsea Van Cleve in Ringling Bailey Circuit. She's got a score of an 8.469. The score for MJ Salurio in El Toro Loco is a solid score and so close to Chelsea Van Cleve's 8.4. It's an 8.397. Right now, that is good enough for second place for MJ Salurio in El Toro Loco. Duluth, you know what those bells mean. Make some noise for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Let's hear it for Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Go ahead and score now. JudgesZone.com, your last opportunity to score here for Gravedigger.
That is a Gravedigger freestyle run if I've ever seen one. Check it out on the Super Glued to the Action replay. Tries to save it until that very last second. Matt Cody and Gravedigger willing to drive that truck until it cannot be driven anymore, proving exactly why he belongs behind the wheel of that black and green wrecking machine. He knew that as the points are totaled up, he's in potential contention to win the freestyle competition if he does it right. It's up to you, Duluth, to decide if he did out here on the track. We've got your scores officially locked in. That score to beat right now is still held. Still held by this man's competitor, Chelsea Van Cleve in Ringling Bailey Circuit. She's got a score of an 8.469. The score for Matt Cody in Gravedigger is an 8.608. Matt Cody in Gravedigger takes over that first place spot here in the freestyle competition.
Monster Jam fans, over here with some fans, and we are so excited. We're going to play Name That Truck. But first, we're going to figure out who we've got here with us. First of all, you want to go ahead and tell Georgia your name?
Danielle. Jakai.
Jaslyn. Well, welcome to Monster Jam. We are so glad you're here, and now you are on TV. But we have a challenge for you. We're going to take it to the video board, and I need you guys to name the truck that you see here beneath the dirt. So right now, we're going to start picking away at the dirt, and you guys just let us know when you know what it is. And of course, fans, you can help them out. If you know what this is, you can say it whenever you'd like.
I think that is Gravedigger.
You think Gravedigger? What do you think?
I also think it's Gravedigger.
They think Gravedigger. Do you agree?
Yes.
Gravedigger, you guys are right. It was a Gravedigger. Thank you for naming the truck here at Monster Jam. Monster Jam fans, thank you so much for coming and joining us here today. I'm going to bring you guys some Spin It Master toys. Make some noise for our awesome fans.
Monster Jam fans, with only one driver left here in the freestyle competition, Matt Cody and Gravedigger just secured his first place spot here in the freestyle competition with that score of an 8.608. But we've got to highlight Chelsea Van Cleve here in Ringling Bailey Circuit. Her score only just decimals behind an 8.469. El Toro Loco currently holding out third place for MJ Solorio. Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken holds out that fourth place spot. JCB Digatron, Brandon Arthur currently in fifth. John Zimmer, Uproar in sixth. And Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur in seventh. But with John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity still to go here in the freestyle competition, no winner can be crowned just yet. Take a look at the video board right now for the BKT overall event leaderboard. Duluth, this is what it all comes down to. The points are added up right here. And you can see Matt Cody in Gravedigger currently is in the best shape to take home that overall event championship. But close behind him, just by 1 point difference, MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco in that second place spot. But an exciting event results in a two-way tie for third place. One truck to go. We are so close to crowning a winner and an overall event champion. But first, Duluth, make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity may have lost rear steer, but that's not going to stop him from filling that clock.
Let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. Still finishes his freestyle despite not having that steering. Absolutely incredible skill there out of John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity, but it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you think. Go ahead and score now.
Zimmer in terminal velocity. John Zimmer Jr. tears up the track and hopes to take that freestyle win. We have your scores locked in. He's saying he lost that rear steer, but we're going to see exactly what the Monster Jam fans think. He's got that current score to beat right now. Up on the freestyle board, it's Matt Cody and Gravedigger with a score of an 8.608. The score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is 7.799. That lands him in 5th place, which Duluth. That means your freestyle winner is Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Matt Cody in Gravedigger adds 8 points to his overall score, but was it enough? Your overall event champion here today earned 8 points in the JCB racing competition and the freestyle competition, 7 points in the two-wheel skills competition, with a total of 23 overall event points. Your BKT overall event champion is Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Matt Cody in Gravedigger takes home the freestyle win and the overall event championship, making sure he walks away from Duluth with one of those overall event championship trophies. Duluth, give it up for him one more time. Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Congratulations. Just like that, you take the last option here for the overall event championship. 4 events here in Duluth, Georgia, and you couldn't go away without leaving these fans with something to wonder about.
No, for sure. It's been since July since I've drove all the way out Minnesota. That was the last time I got one of these. I had to come in here. I'm driving a different Gravedigger truck this weekend. But, man, I knew that what Weston Anderson can do in it, that I can do just as much as him. So it feels good, especially when you're here with this caliber of drivers out here pushing the limit. They don't make it easy on us. You got to, step the bar up every time. And like I said earlier, I was just out here having fun. I was having fun with Chelsea. I was sitting up in the stands on radio with her for her very first ever career backflip. So I think that's something to be spoke of. And then I come out here, unfortunately, steal the win away from her. But, hey, I needed that. I needed to get this right here, making some moon craters right here in Duluth. So I just got one more question, Duluth. If you guys had fun at Monster Jam tonight, let me hear you get loud one more time.
One more time for your overall event champion, Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
A big congratulations to Matt Cody in Gravedigger, closing out the weekend here at the Gas South Arena, taking home that overall event championship trophy. We want to thank all of you, whether you tuned in to our live stream or joined us right here in the Gas South Arena, for being a part of our Monster Jam events. We would not be able to do it without you incredible Monster Jam fans. And on your way out, we want to encourage you, stop at those Monster Jam merchandise stands, take a piece of Monster Jam home with you. And as always, follow us on socials. Check out the latest and greatest news at monsterjam.com so you don't miss a single announcement and can stay in the loop with all of the action. Duluth, you have been a fantastic host for Monster Jam this entire weekend. We want to thank all of you for joining us on this Sunday evening here at Monster Jam. On behalf of my entire team, on behalf of my co-host, Lindsay Noble, my name is Keaton Stewart, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.